Good morning, Seekers, and happy Monday. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020, and we are ready to kick off another exciting week of distance learning. I do have a little bit of news for you guys, which I have a feeling you probably already know, but over the weekend, our governor, the governor of the state of Florida, did decide that we are going to continue with distance learning for the rest of the school year. So I know that we were all hoping to try to go back to school at the beginning of May, but they're not going to let us do that now. I know that's a little upsetting. I know we all miss each other and want to see each other very much, but there's nothing we can do about this, guys. There's nothing we can do to change it. So we're going to focus on the positive. We're going to focus on the fact that at least, you know, this is happening during the 21st century where we have this amazing technology to where I can still keep teaching you guys from home and to where we still have all the tools that we need to get you ready for middle school. So I don't want you to worry. And I promise you guys, as soon as this is all over, as soon as everyone's allowed to get back together and be together again, even if it's already past this school year, we will still have a Seeker party where we will all still get together and see each other at least one more time. So don't worry about that. We'll make sure that happens no matter how long it takes to get to that point, okay? I promise you that. We'll see each other one more time. Don't worry. If not, many more times, I have a feeling. It's a pretty close community. So I know that we're all going to be okay, but I did want to make sure that everybody did know the latest news that we are not going to be returning to the classroom this year. All right, if you have questions about that, if you're worried about that or anything along those lines, feel free to reach out to me and we can talk some more, okay? All right, guys, moving on from there, and we're just gonna keep trucking along and keep looking ahead. So let's look ahead towards our week, our team's class chat schedule for this week. It's gonna be very much like last week, same exact times, just some different subjects we're gonna be covering. So tomorrow, there's no class chat today. I'll be around today just if you need me for packet work or anything. But tomorrow at 10:30 a.m., we're gonna have a science lesson in our team's class chat. Also tomorrow at 2:30 p.m., Miss Smith is gonna be available for that hour for anything that you need her for. If you need help with the packet, if you just need to talk to her, if your pet did something funny, whatever you need, Miss Smith will be available tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. we are going to have a book chat. We're going to all get together. We're going to talk about some of the things we're reading. I'm hoping Miss Evans is going to be available so she can come in and talk to us a little bit about some online book platforms that we could be using. I know that AR is still available to you guys, so we'll talk about how you can still be using AR even when you're at home. So Wednesday we're going to plan a little book chat for anybody who wants to show up at 1:30. And then Thursday is going to look just like Tuesday, except Thursday's 10:30 a.m. session isn't going to be about isn't going to be about science. It's going to be about social studies. So we have a social studies lesson in our class chat Thursday at 10:30 a.m. And then again Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Miss Smith is going to be there for you guys for anything you need. So there is our team's class chat schedule for the week. All right, let's move on. I've got some kudos to give from last week. I have our final top 3 leaderboard results for our intervention programs for Lexia and MobyMax reading stories. So we had a sneak attack in Lexia. We had somebody take over first place, and that goes to number 11. Great job, number 11. You were first on the Lexia leaderboard for last week's effort. Great job, so proud of you. Number 11 is followed closely by number 16. Great job, number 16, taking second place. And then number 7 in third. Well done, number 7, as always. You are staying strong. Number 7 may have taken third in Lexia, but number 7 took first in MobyMax Reading Stories Minutes. So number 7, I just can't say enough how proud I am of you and your hard work and your dedication. You're doing a great job. All right, and then following number 7 in the MobyMax Reading Stories Intervention, second place goes to number 13. Very proud of you. Great job, number 13. Keep up that strong work. And then we have a tie for third place between number 10 and number 17. Wonderful work, everyone. So what I did for last week, I took everyone who was on the leaderboards and I took everyone who submitted all of their assignments for last week, and their names or their numbers went into my random number generator. And here are the winners of our mystery prizes that are going to be going out this coming week for last week's work. And these mystery prizes are going to number 13, number 19, number 16, and number 15. Great job. So if I called your name, it's either because you made it onto the leaderboard, or you got your assignments into me, or I saw that you just did some spectacular work above and beyond, maybe a daily challenge or something extra I told you to send to me. If you got that to me, I put your name in that list as well. So 13, 19, 16, and 15. I'll have prizes coming out to you guys later on this week. Great job. All right, creature of the day. Let's talk about our creature of the day. Before I move forward with today's creature, I want to take a step back because I had a seeker send in some pictures of himself with one of last week's creatures, and these pictures are so cool. I just have to take a moment to show them off. So let's take a moment and check out these so cool pictures of seeker number 7 on his sea lion encounter from a couple of years back. Here we go. All right, love that seeker number 7. Thank you so much for sending those in, guys. If any of you seekers have cool pictures or videos that you want to send me, get them my way so we can get them in our morning video. I just love that you guys get to still share with each other that way. Let's talk about our creature for this morning. We're switching gears from our ocean theme. I'm gonna be doing maybe more of a little backyard local theme this week. We'll see how it goes. And we're starting off with a creature that's been on our class list for a while now, just waiting for its turn, and that is the monarch butterfly. Monarch butterflies are so amazingly beautiful with their colorful wings that almost look like stained glass. And of course, we have lots of monarch butterflies in our local Florida Panhandle area. And hopefully we'll be having some monarch caterpillars showing up soon in my backyard. I'll be able to film those and get some pictures of those to you guys because they like to feed on the milkweed that I have back there. And they're some really cool caterpillars to watch eat because they're super hungry and they like to chomp, chomp, chomp down on those leaves. It's really a fun process to watch. So we'll be keeping an eye out for those monarch butterflies. I hope you do the same. See if you can spot one in your own backyard. All right, the video link for the monarch butterfly will be in the video description as always. All right, let's get to our work for today. Oh, Alistair, it's okay. It's all right, there's nobody out there. Let's get on to our work for today. It is a no packet ELA day. So that means you're just doing your usual 3 things when you don't have ELA work in your packet. You're gonna read for 20 minutes. You're gonna do 30 minutes of your reading intervention program, either Lexia Mind Play or MobyMax Reading Stories. And you're gonna listen to the Harry Potter read aloud that I post later on with the provided private link. So I hope you guys enjoy getting some reading time in today and not having too much ELA work to focus on. Should be an easy breezy day as far as this goes. Now let's talk about your math packet, which is also, I don't think, gonna be very difficult for you to do this either. You only have 2 assignments in your math packet for today. The first one is to complete page 11 in your packet, which is titled Multiplying with Standard Algorithm. And that is simply what we call turtle math. And I'm gonna do just a quick review example for you like I did last week, just to freshen your brain on how to do that. And then the only other thing you have to do is the math question of the day, which is asking you how many feet are in 78 inches. It asks in a very different way. It asks in a word problem form, and I'll read that word problem to you when I get to that. But before we move on to the question of the day, I want to take a moment. I want to go over the process of multiplying with a standard algorithm, which is just what we call turtle math. So this is a very, very simple process that I know most of you guys have down, but I know it's been a while since some of you have done this, so just a quick review. When we're doing multi-digit multiplication, we're always starting with the bottom number in the lowest place value. In this case, it's the ones place value for the number 18. We're starting with the number 8. And we're gonna multiply the number 8 by all these numbers here. So 8 times 4 is 32. Put my 2, bring up my 3. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Now, here's the part that some of you guys tend to forget. Remember, once you've done that first session with that 8, we can get rid of it now, and we can go ahead and we can drop our turtle egg, and we are ready to move on to our next digit. In this case, it's a 1. So we're going to do 1 times 4 to give us 4, 1 times 0 to get us 0, 1 times 1 to get us 1, and 1 times 3 to get us 3. And note that while I was doing this, I made sure to keep all of my digits lined up in the correct place value, because if you start to get off, it gets wrong. And remember what we always say, messy math is wrong math. You got to keep it nice and neat. So then all we have to do is add up our two rows. So we have 2 and 0 to give us 2. 3 plus 4 is 7. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So we get an answer of 55,872. And that's just a quick reminder on how to do turtle math. Now, let's talk about our math question of the day. I want to read it to you from the packet. Your math question of the day says, sorry, wrong page. A doorway is 78 inches high. How many feet high is the doorway? Use your reference sheet if you need help. Record your answer on provided loose leaf paper. Well, just like we did last week, instead of writing your answer on the loose leaf paper, I just want you to put it on the bottom of page 11 somewhere and send me that picture. And that way I will have your completed page 11 and your math question of the day all in one place. But let's talk about real quick how to solve that problem. It's basically asking you how many feet are in 78 inches. Well, to be able to solve that, you need your reference sheet to remind you that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. In order to solve this problem, you are going to have to divide, because you have been given the smaller unit and you are converting it into a larger unit. And to do that, we divide. I'm going to do an example. Instead of doing 78 inches equals how many feet, I'm going to do 30 inches equals how many feet. And you will do this the same way that I'm doing it, except instead of having 30 as your dividend, you're going to have 78 as your dividend, and you will keep 12 as your divisor. So here we go. We're going to work this out. 12 into 30. Can 12 go into 3? No. Can 12 go into 30? Yes. How many times? Well, I know my 12 multiplication tables, so I know that 2 times 12 is 24. So 12 can go into 30 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. I'm going to subtract, and I get 6 left over. Now, I can't keep going. There's no way for me to keep going because I am at the end of my digits here. I've used up all of the digits in my place value in my dividend. So this is my remainder. Here's where it gets a little tricky though. I have a whole number answer of 2. I have a remainder of 6. Within my problem here, I was dealing with inches. This was 12 inches and 30 inches. My answer is in feet, but this remainder is still in my problem, which is in inches. So a remainder of 6 inches equals how many feet? Well, if there's 12 inches in 1 foot, then 6 inches is clearly just half a foot, right guys? So we can answer this by saying that 30 inches equals 2.5 feet, because I got my whole number answer at the top for my quotient, and my 6 remaining inches is converted to half a foot. So 2.5 feet is how many feet are in 30 inches. So you guys are going to do just the same as I did, except instead of using 30 as your dividend, you're going to use the number 78, which is what it is in your problem. If you get stuck on this, just hit me up in Teams and I'll talk you through it. And finally, your daily challenge. All I want you to do today, I want you to set a goal to spend an hour less looking at your screen today than you normally do. If you normally have a rule in your house that you get 2 hours of screen time, shoot for just 1 today. If the rule in your house is normally you have to turn the screens off at 8, turn them off at 7 today. Whatever you do, whatever your daily screen time schedule is, maybe you don't have a daily screen time schedule. Maybe you get to be on your screen as much as you want. Just make a plan, make a goal, set a limit. 1 hour less today than you normally are. I think it would be great if you guys just spent a little less time on the screen, maybe a little more time reading a book or making some art or playing outside or even take a nap out in the sun if we get some sun today. Whatever it is, spend an hour less on your screen. It'll be good for your mental health, I promise. All right, guys, that is all I have for you today. It's really kind of an easy breezy Monday. I don't ever mind those easy Mondays, right? It's good to ease into our week and slowly get back into gear with things. But if you have any questions, you know what to do. Reach out to me on Teams. Hopefully my internet will be better today than it was towards the end of last week. But if not, you can always message me on my phone as well. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you spend some time outside. I hope you have a great afternoon with your family. And all throughout your day today, no matter what happens, I hope you keep remembering that you can do anything because you are made of stardust. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.